Good day everyone, I am your facilitator for today. I am Laura Patricia Abendanyo and I will be discussing about multi-grade teaching. Please answer the activity provided. You can find the link in eLearn and you can also earn plus points. Learning objectives. At the end of the session, the learners will be able to differentiate multi-grade, multi-age, and composite groups. Answer the following questions about multi-grade teaching and value the importance of multi-grade teaching in elementary levels. What is multi-grade teaching? From the word multi, it means plenty, many, or more than one. So meaning, daghan. Multi-grade teaching is when a single teacher is responsible for multiple grades at the same time. So it means nga daghan grade sa isa ka classroom and isa lang ka teacher ang responsible ana nga mga grade level. So it happens in the schools where there are more grades than teachers. So usually it happens sa mga public schools and mga rural areas where ang mga teachers kay kulang and ang mga students kay daghan ra. So here are facts about multi-grade teaching. First, multi-grade class is made up of students in several 2 or 3 grade levels in one teacher for an entire school year. So dili ready ay duwa ka grade level ang naa sa isa ka classroom but 2 or 3. Multi-grade schools are those which have classes that combine students of different ages and different abilities in one classroom. So, since multi-grade man ang teaching, ang mga students kay lahi-lahi sila og ang mga ages since pwede ra grade 4, grade 5, grade 6 sa usa lang ka classroom and different pod ang abilities. A multi-grade class involves students of different ages and developmental levels with different skills, learning abilities, learning together with one teacher. So, since lahi-lahi lagi og mga multi-age siya and lahi-lahi pod og abilities, so lahi-lahi pod ang developmental levels. And lastly, multi-grade should remain as a class for a minimum of 2 years, but often for 3 years. They should have the same classroom teacher for all those years. So, since nag-usa naman sila og classroom, ang minimum is 2 to 3 years. What are multi-age and composite groups? So in multi-age, there can be a wide range of ages in anyone's class, varying by quite a number of years sometimes. So multi means plenty or more. So there are more wide range of ages in a classroom. So mixed age or mixed grade classrooms are classrooms where students learn and grow together across more than one grade level. Composite classes or composite groups are 2 or more classes working in the same room with one teacher but usually with separate programs. Composite classrooms, also referred to as a multi-age, multi-grade, or combined classroom, exist when children of varying ages are combined within the one grade. These types of classes are most common within rural schools where overall student enrollments are low. Multi-grade teaching is different among multi-age and composite groups in 2 main ways. So first, the curriculum for the grades being combined is integrated. That is, common elements from the different year programs are combined into one program for the class. There is not 2 or 3 separate programs operating, just one that provides different levels of challenge to the students. And second, the learning is student-centered, not grade level centered. The needs of the student determine the teaching and learning. Learning is student-driven. What multi-grade is not? So multi-grade is not one teacher running between 2 classrooms to teach 2 separate grades with separate programs. So as I've said earlier, multi-grade is one teacher running 1 classroom with different grade levels. So it can be 2 grade levels or 3 grade levels. Multi-grade is not 2 classes working in isolation in the same room, seated at each end of the classroom and being taught separate programs by one teacher. So in multi-grade, they are also taught the same programs by one teacher, not separate programs. So basing pud sa curriculum guide, if na-observe ninyo nga same ra ang mga ang mga topics sa grade level, but ang nakalahi lang each grade level is mo deeper siya pag higher grade level na. So same lang ang topics. So it's up to the teacher how unsaon niya pag teach nga makater ang lahi-lahi nga grade level sa isa ka classroom. Why do multi-grade teaching? So it can overcome the shortage of teachers, allows more access for children. Small class intakes or small groups can be combined to form one class rather than missing a grade or having biannual intakes. Multi-grade teaching is designed to assist with the teaching of more than one grade by one teacher. The system will be useful in rural areas where enrollments are low. Schools and urban centers will not need to apply multi-grade teaching as enrollments are usually high. So, sa elementary days nako, I've not encountered multi-grade teaching. So, usually sa rural areas lang na where enrollments are low. Multi-grade teaching also promotes the use of vernacular language, which is a requirement of the education reform. So, since daghan man sad kaayo grade level sa isa ka classroom, it is very good to use vernacular language rather than kanang speaking English. So, mas masabtan siya sa tanan and mas dili daghan pud questions. Children are encouraged to communicate and comprehend their learning setting in a welcoming environment by being divided into linguistic groups. So they are divided. They are also encouraged to learn independently rather than relying on the teacher at all times. So since isa ra man ka teacher and daghan student, daghan laylay o grade level, so ang student ana is dili na jud makarely sa teacher since daghan na kay atimanunon ang teacher. So since naapoy mga classmate nga in higher levels, expected nga ang student is mas competitive siya nga murag maabot niya ang makuha ana nga higher level ana nga classroom. So makakompete siya og like for example grade 4 na siya, so makakompete siya og grade 5 or grade 6 sa mga quizzes or sa mga performance tasks depending sa ihatag sa teacher. So multi-grade teaching is very important and very helpful to rural areas since gamay-gamay ra teachers kasagara sa mga rural areas and dagan-dagan students, so maka-cater siya sa school and sa students. All for today. Thank you everyone for listening, and you can now take the quiz. So thank you so much and hope you've learned a lot today. Thank you.